Welcome back. It is the Vegas Take. Sharp and Shapiro. Glad you could join us. By the way, the show will be live on Monday. To the likes of many, I'm sure, I will be out of town next week, taking next week off. But the guys will be here bright and early. Chris Wynn will be filling in for myself, but everyone else will still be here on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Monday, don't worry. All will be well in the world of the Vegas Take. And, you know, if you had a chance to listen last segment or you struggled through it, as a reward, you know, talking about my parents' sex life with a clinical psychologist on the line and my mom on the line, I'm going to reward you right now. If you're looking for a gift or something to give to your family, whatever the case may be, I have a pair of tickets to give away on the show. We're going to take the fifth caller right now. This is 2 tickets to see Potted Potter, the hit Harry Potter parody. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, this is a must-see. These guys are so funny. They've been in studio before. It's all 7 Harry Potter books in literally 70 hilarious minutes. It's awesome. A pair of tickets, the value is $200, and we're giving you a pair of tickets for free to see this show. All you got to do is call up right now, fifth caller, and that number is 702-257-5396. Again, that number, 257-5396. Fifth caller right now would be make a great Christmas gift, especially for somebody that enjoys Harry Potter. And again, that number, 257-5396. You will score yourself a pair of tickets valued at $200 to see Potted Potter, the hit Harry Potter parody. Fifth caller right now. So a lot of people are doing a lot of interesting things for Christmas. Christmas is kind of a weird time in Las Vegas. A lot of people are traveling to other places, even though Las Vegas is one of the biggest, you know, the most popular destinations on the planet, right? But I want to know what you guys are doing for Christmas and what your thoughts are. Let me start with you, JD. What is your Christmas planning? What is going on for Christmas?
Well, my family's in town for the next couple of days. We're going to celebrate my daughter's birthday and Christmas over the next couple of days as well. Probably go to a show, have some home-cooked meals here, and then I may be going to the Fiesta Bowl on the 28th with Ken Thompson, who actually does a show from 8 to 10 every single night.
You're not going to the Vegas Bowl?
I don't know. Do we have credentials for that? I
didn't put in for that because I'm not going to be in town.
Yeah,
I don't have to do it.
I didn't put in credentials for that.
I don't do everything for you.
Yeah, well, usually the situation like that. But no, I'm not going to the Vegas Bowl. I don't think. And I might be going to the Ohio State Kentucky game down at T-Mobile on the 21st for the CBS Classic, which I think is probably 2 of the top sports teams in the country right now.
Well, I can't make fun of you for any of that stuff. It actually sounds like a fun,
pretty basic stuff. You know, Christmas in Vegas,
maybe Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know if you'll have time.
And I think, well, maybe I'll probably watch A Christmas Story. I'm guessing I'll watch Vegas Vacation at least, or not Vegas, Christmas Vacation at least twice. You know, pretty run of the mill.
Vegas Vacation's good too.
It's fine. Standard Christmas for me.
I can't make fun of you for any of that stuff. It sounds like a nice standard Christmas. What about you?
That doesn't sound right.
Our producer Jason Stein, who makes fun of me all the time. So this is my opportunity probably to make fun of him. What are you doing for Christmas?
Well, I'll be here for a couple days, working with who's coming in. Chris Wynn, or
he's filling in for me on Monday. Correct.
So
good thing you know is going to be here.
I'm going to try to get a third with us on Monday as well.
Good thing you know is going to be here. You're only the producer of the show. That's all.
To try to put something together for JD and Chris to talk about.
Yeah.
And then I'll be here, and then I'm flying back to Wisconsin to be with my wife and family. I'm looking forward to it. Really, a sarcasm because my mother has already said that basically the minute I get off the plane, we're all going out for Chinese food. All right, so I got to hang out with them.
And you're not an extremely social person.
No.
So this has to be hell for you. Am I right? Is it really? Be honest with me now. I mean, I just exposed my entire life on the radio. I do that every day.
Yeah.
Is it difficult for you to spend time with your family?
It's difficult for me to spend time with anybody.
Why? Why is that?
I don't like to be out. I don't like to be outside of the house. I get anxiety.
So just being
with my mom and my dad bring back bad memories of childhood. I get stressed around them. I get flashbacks.
Jesus Christ, you're the one who needed the psychologist. You're a
mess.
I
know. I got Dr. Moreno's number. I may actually. Every visit with my family sets me back like months in my development.
You are a freaking mess. Well, hold on.
I got more. Hang on.
Actually,
okay, go ahead.
No, please continue.
No, I was just telling you about
entertaining.
No, I'm not.
In your misery,
I
enjoy
tell
it.
you about my Christmas, my holiday plans.
Okay, no, forget about. Let's go back to the misery for a second.
Yeah.
So the second you leave your house, you have anxiety. Why?
It's a big, scary world out there, man. You know, traffic stresses me out. You know, crowds stress me out. Waiting in lines. You know how I feel about having to wait for a table at a restaurant.
Yes,
No,
I do.
We did discuss that the one time. If someone cut you in line at Popeyes, you would consider putting a
I
bolt
would
in their
consider
head.
killing them.
Right.
I hate people. People are idiots. People are rude. I don't like drivers. I don't like customers. I don't like.
What do you like in life? Is there do you enjoy like a beer or a candy bar?
I like to watch Seinfeld.
That's your joy in life.
Yeah, I like coffee, and maybe getting the newspaper is a joy. It's the highlight of my day.
How about like a shower? Do you enjoy taking a shower?
I like unlike you, I like a nice shower on a
you're
regular
right.
basis.
I don't enjoy showers. You're right.
I don't. You know what I don't like about the shower is when you get out and you have to towel dry yourself. I just wish you could kind of stay in the shower.
Now, is that
The
because
getting out of the part and getting dressed is the part I don't like.
Is that because you don't want to look at yourself naked, or just the cold?
Yeah, the cold.
The cold,
Cold
yeah.
and
I
uncomfortable,
can buy
dripping wet. So anyway, listen.
Wow, that sounds like you.
So I get off.
Sounds like you live a very enjoyable life.
Right. So I got to first. So on Christmas Day, I got to fly on Southwest with a bunch of riffraff. Okay, probably going to be screaming babies. Probably going to be overweight people
Why are you
next
so
to me.
negative all the time?
Hang on a second.
But you could choose your
So then I
seat on
got 3.5,
Southwest.
4 hours of that. Then I land. Then I got to get right off the plane in what 20-degree weather, whatever it is in Wisconsin. I got to go drive to the Chinese restaurant and sit with my family and eat beef and broccoli and sweet and sour chicken.
Okay,
and all.
hold on a second.
Which actually I do like Chinese food,
But
so that part of it's good. But it's the company that's going to.
Hey, wait a second.
But I
If
feel like-
if the waitress starts crying and she just lost a loved one, are you going to tip her $5 again or? Sorry.
I won't. I don't pay. No, my mom will pay for everything. My mom's even cheaper than me.
So that's
my
a
mom.
positive.
My mom. You have to basically tell her what 15%, 20% is because she can't calculate. If it's up to her, she'd leave like $1 a flat tip, whatever. What $200 bill, she'd leave $1, whatever. So
Wow.
So then I got Chinese food. So then I got to do that. And then I get to go back to my house where I'm informed by my wife that, well, we don't need cable anymore. So she's getting rid of cable. So now I don't have anything watch on TV.
How was your marriage, by the way?
YouTube TV, Stein.
I-
$50 a
Yeah,
month.
but your cable is so good. You know,
The
I don't want
cable's
that
okay.
internet
Forget
TV
about
with it.
cable.
You know, I'm gonna want to sit down and watch a sports game. I'm not gonna have
All right,
ESPN.
fine.
I'm not gonna have CNN. See the problem here? You see why I'm not?
Yeah,
looking
you have a miserable life.
Yeah.
You're a miserable human
how
being.
many-
I see the.
And Stein, how many days is that?
I'll be going for like 5 days.
5 days.
Yeah,
But
coming
you're
back
gonna
on New Year's.
you're gonna be able to spend. How
Year's
is your marriage? How is your wife?
My marriage is fine, Brian.
Everything's okay.
Yeah, what? You want to get my wife on the line like we did with your
I
mother?
would actually love to do
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to do that.
I would.
I don't think
he
shit
doesn't
like that.
He doesn't want to do that, but it would be fantastic radio if we had his wife on the line. Oh my
But,
God!
yeah,
You talk, yeah, you
I-
talk
see, I
about
did- I
being
did-
someone
I
who's
dis-
disappointed with me.
Fantastic for you, but
What do you mean she's
see,
disappointed? You're a good looking
bringing
guy.
Bringing your mom on makes sense because we have people that hate you that listen to our show.
Oh,
but
trust
nobody,
me, I hate him.
No, but nobody hates Stein. So for them, they're not gonna. You know what I mean? They're
This
not gonna-
guy crashes
it's
my
not-
car
It's
and-
not going to resonate
Yeah.
with
This
them.
guy crashes my car and doesn't tell me about it. Okay, I do hate him, so don't say that. By the way, no, but seriously, like, why does your wife not? Why does she look
Well, it's
down
the same.
upon
You know the antics you've seen from me in just the past couple
We've
weeks.
all got problems.
No, but like the car crashing and then the deception.
That was
and the
that's
temper
very
tantrum. And
deceitful.
if people have been listening to this show, they know I had a temper tantrum in a movie theater. I called an old lady an idiot. I told her to shut up. Well, I didn't say anything. That's actually not true. I told her to shut up. I told her
because
to
she
shut
was
up.
laughing too much during the
Yeah,
movie.
I
Yeah,
was, so I was
That's
very
what
annoyed.
That's what normal
I
people
made
do.
an ass out of. I made a spectacle of myself, and all of those things that you despise about me. Well, think about my wife's known me for 16 years. So when I told her about that, the movie theater thing, she said, "Well, these are the same behaviors that I've been seeing for years, and I don't blame those guys." For being upset with you. In fact, you need to go on the radio and make a public apology to Brian and to Chris Wynn and to everybody in that movie theater and the management of the movie theater for your antics and apologize. And I'm not going to issue a public apology, but these are the things why she's annoyed with me because she's had to deal with them over and over and over again. It's hard to be with a miserable person. I mean, I'm miserable. I admit I get no joy out of anything. That's me. Okay, that's it.
I can't even. I don't have the heart to make fun of him anymore.
Yeah.
No,
What else can I say?
Pity is underrated.
When you
I'll take it.
when you sit down for this Chinese dinner, your dad's going to talk about our show though because he listens a lot.
Yeah, he
Gary
watches
Stein will have
the YouTube channel.
will have a lot to say about
Isn't
our
it the
show.
reason why
He loves
the reason why your wife is giving you so much crap because your dad listens to our
Yeah,
show?
yeah. So what they do is they team up on me. So Dad listens, Dad watches on YouTube, and then all these little personal anecdotes that I tell. Okay, he then tells my family. He's like the guy because they don't all listen. So he listens for them,
Right.
And then tells them all the negative things about
So
me.
he's the maven.
Right. And so then
Okay.
I get text
Yeah.
messages like, "You did what to Brian's car?
Well, here's what I'm going to do.
You did
okay?
what in the movie theater?"
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the phone lines now, and I'm going to ask people two different questions here. First of all, how can we help our producer? Because he sounds like he is just a miserable human being. He doesn't say he is. He's just very miserable. He's miserable and negative all the time. So I want people to call in, maybe give him some advice during the holidays. So I want people to call in and do that. And I also want people to call in. I want to know what you guys are doing for Christmas. What are you doing for the holidays? How do you deal with stress with the family? I'll open up the phone lines right now. The number 702-257-5396. Again, that number if you want to be a part of the program. It is 257-5396. I want people out there to give our producer, Jason Stein, some help. He needs a little bit of help. He's at times very negative and miserable. He has a lot of anxiety. And as he said it in his own words, the world is a very dangerous place out there.
Scary.
So I want some of our listeners to maybe make you feel a little better and maybe give you a little advice during the holidays. So give our producer, Jason Stein, a call. And
I'd love to hear stories of how screwed up other people are. And they are. I mean, they are, right?
I mean, they are.
Because
There's a lot of
misery
baggage.
does love company.
Well, yeah. And I also like to laugh at people's misfortune.
All right. Well, I'm going to open up the phone lines now.
And I don't believe, by the way, for 1 second your Christmas is as idyllic as you're describing it, JD.
I'm not saying it's
You've
idyllic.
got
I'm just
wife,
saying
you got your family. By the way, they're nice. I'm looking at your mother right now. Your father's roaming around here, probably holding court with the salespeople right now. Great guy, great family. But I don't care. Family in your house for a week? I don't care how great they are. That's going to get to you, man.
I think they're here for 3 more days. My brother actually arrived before my parents, and my parents got here yesterday. I believe they leave for Sunday. They're all going to San Francisco. They're driving to San Francisco.
And you'll be relieved, I'm sure.
Because my brother's actually moving to Fort Lewis, Washington. He's going to be stationed there on the Army base. So that's where they're for the Air Force Base.
What
that's
did
where they're
Ben Franklin say? Visitors and fish stink after 3 days. Right. I think that's true.
Let me be as honest as I can.
None taken.
My family could be very stressful at times. Okay. But the reason why I'm flying out to Connecticut is not because I think I'm going to have this amazing time. It's not because it's actually a non-stress, a stress-free vacation. Not like I'm going to Hawaii and hanging out on the beach every day. I'm hanging out in miserable, horrible East Coast weather. I'm going to be miserable. My sister does smoke a lot of marijuana, so I would imagine I'd probably be high for the next 5 or 6 days every single day. Might be a good time to put me on the radio, by the way. But I'm going there because I do love my family. You only have one family. You only have, one mom and one dad. Although I've heard some rumors, Jason, that you have about 8 different moms. I don't know if that's Jason Stein. I don't know if that's true or not. But no, in all seriousness.
No, my mother does think that my father has multiple children, though.
Really?
Yeah, we talk about your parents and the issues they have. My mom accuses him of having other children.
It is funny you mentioned. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Is he serious when he does this?
Does your mom?
She says.
Oh, she says.
Your father's got children all over the place that we don't know about.
I got children all over the place. They're on my bed sheets every morning.
I don't see
was he military at some point?
No.
Did he travel a lot?
Nah,
was he in sales?
He's a tomcat.
All right.
Oh, he's a tomcat?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, we have.
Does your mom sound like Brian's mom?
No. She's like, but like that, but with a Midwestern accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for people to give their suggestions on how
Are they
to.
on the line?
Yes, it's time for people to give suggestions on how to have a great Christmas, how to spend time with your family. Our producer seems to be in misery. I want people to give him some advice. And again, that number is 257-5396, 702-257-5396. Is this Jock? Jock is on the line. Thanks for calling in. What is your suggestion?
Well, I'm going to say if the family's going to show up around noon, get up at 9 o'clock and start drinking.
Ooh, that's good advice. So he's telling you, Jason, if you're going to be hanging out with the family at noon, you should start drinking at 9 a.m. What would you say to that? That might be good advice.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Drinking solves everything.
Jock, would any drugs be involved?
What's that?
Would any drugs be involved?
I mean, you can go get them. Just go see your doctor. You can get one of those cards. You can get what you want.
So do you do that, if you don't mind me asking? If you're spending time with your family this week, do you wake up a couple hours earlier and just, take some drugs or just get drunk?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn it. I thought that's actually a good advice.
That's actually a really good joke, though,
I'm the one that makes them drink.
I like that. I like that.
Hey, do you charge them for their drinks like a bartender?
Only if I serve them up.
That's good.
Thank you for the advice, Jack. Have a great Christmas. We appreciate the phone call. 257-5396. Again, that number to call is 702-257-5396. Your suggestion for having a good time around Christmas, and if you're around family, and as you know, times could get a little bit stressful, particularly around the holidays when you haven't seen certain family members. Look, there's always going to be somebody in your family that you don't like, right? My uncle is the biggest douche in the world, okay? He is just the worst human being possible. I hope he's not listening.
You're talking about Harry.
I hope he's not listening because he put me in his will. And then that'll be withdrawn immediately. No, but there's some people in your family that we all know that one person, maybe more than one person.
Well, explain why your uncle's a douche, Brian.
Well, I'll say this: there are some people that care more about money than family. There are some people that care more about their own personal financial situation, and there are some people that also steal from family members in general terms. So if you're that type of person and you do things like that, then you're just not. Listen, I'm an uncle. Okay, I am very excited that I'm going out to Connecticut to see my niece. I'm very excited to spend time with her. I can't wait. She's getting at an age now, when you're 2, 3, 4 years old, you can't really have much of a conversation with somebody at that age. You can try to play with them and have fun. But when someone's 7, 8, 9 years old, you could actually start getting to know them.
She's at the age where she's realizing that her uncle is a douche.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. She's getting at that age right now. So, but I want to take her to an arcade somewhere. That's what I want to do because I'm very good at those arcades.
You like
games.
Arcades?
Yeah, I'm very good at
buy
those.
her some gifts there too.
Absolutely. So we'd like to wish some people a Merry Christmas on this show, if I may. Can I do that? Can I wish a few people?
Sure.
I want to wish Ed Graney from the Review Journal a Merry Christmas. Ed, we love your articles. We think you do a fantastic job at the Review Journal. You do everything right except for write good articles. I will say that about Ed Graney from the Review Journal. I also want to wish Ray Brewer from the Las Vegas Sun a very, very Merry Christmas. Your articles on UNLV are certainly not drinking the Kool-Aid. You're certainly not a homer by any stretch of the imagination. You're wonderful at what you do. And we'd also like to wish Ray Brewer, a very, very, very Merry Christmas. Is there anybody on your list, JD, that you'd like to wish?
I think we need to wish Adam Hill a really Merry Christmas.
Oh, Adam Hill, also from the Review Journal. Yeah, he does a fantastic job.
He's really good at creating fake Twitter accounts and attacking us from those fake Twitter accounts and then lying about it. That's pretty cool.
Adam is really huge in this town. I mean, he really is huge.
Figuratively speaking.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's huge. I mean, he's everywhere. He does radio. He does. He's a writer. He literally he's huge in this town. So he does a great job. Adam, we would love to wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas.
And I'm still waiting for that call from you, Adam. I called you last week, and you are using a trademarked logo illegally. So I would suggest that you probably stop doing that relatively soon.
That is the holiday spirit.
We'd also like to wish Marvin Menzies a very, very Merry Christmas. I miss your oxtail at your house that your wife served me. You did a phenomenal job. You won a lot of basketball games here at UNLV. You are a fantastic coach, and you're doing a great job as an assistant coach at Grand Canyon University. We'd like to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Tina Kunzer-Murphy, the former UNLV athletic director who fired Dave Rice midseason and hired Marvin Menzies. Tina, you were a fantastic athletic director here. You did a great job. We'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas. I'd like to wish Donald Trump a very Merry Christmas. He is the definition, I would say, of respect. He respects others, and he does a fantastic job as the president speaking for this nation.
I'd like to wish Nancy Pelosi a very, very Merry Christmas, despite the fact that I cannot understand a word she says.
Good.
And she probably can't understand a word I say either,
the
because
teeth are falling out.
I'm not sure that she is mentally capable of understanding anything at this point.
We'd also like to thank the Vegas Golden Knights, who have done a fantastic job at getting us players and guests every day. Thank you very much to the Vegas Golden Knights for really working with us and doing a fantastic job at getting us guests. We'd also like to
and thank you for that Golden Knights for that email I sent saying, hey, could we plug your Toys for Tots charity or whatever the hell it was. And I wrote to 3 people at the Golden Knights, and not one of them responded to me.
We'd also like to thank the UNLV Athletic Department. Thank you for doing everything in your power to try to get us the new football coach, Coach Arroyo. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for doing that and for continually getting us TJ Altsberger on the line. They really go out of their way to help us, and we'd like to thank them very much.
And I really like my stomach and my weight. Would like to thank them for feeding us CC's pizza before and after.
Cold CC's pizza. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Two-day-old CC's pizza, before and after every single game, whether it's football or basketball. You guys really go out of your way to make it, or to make your media really want to report, strongly about you, despite the fact that your teams are terrible.
I'd also like to send a very Merry Christmas to some other radio stations out there. Lotus Broadcasting. I'd like to call out Lotus Broadcasting. Lotus, some of the sports stations over there, and to all your hosts, you certainly share wonderful opinions, and they're certainly subjective, and you have your opinions, and you do a great job in honestly calling out UNLV athletics when they make mistakes or when they do wrong. You certainly don't kiss anybody's ass at that station, and I respect you tremendously for that. Certainly, you would never call out UNLV for doing something. You would always call out UNLV if they did something wrong. So I want to say for the people over there at Laudis Broadcasting, particularly the ones that work on the sports stations, Merry Christmas. You guys do a fantastic job in objectively covering UNLV athletics.
And I'd like to thank Desiree Reed-Francois for not interviewing Mike Miller, despite the fact that he would have taken half the money that TJ
Desiree does a great job.
TJ Otzelberger took, and I would like to thank her for not really going through the process and spending a very, very short amount of time and hiring a new football coach as well.
And I would like to thank the, what's the name of the paper in town? The Review Journal,
yes.
The Las Vegas Review Journal, and their editor, for not returning my email that I put a lot of time and thought into. And I said, hey, how can we have a better relationship with you? After your sports editor decided that his staff could no longer come on our air. And that includes the great Johnny Katz. So thank you, Review Journal editor.
Yeah, the Review Journal, they're fantastic.
Publisher.
Thank you, by the way, for all those writers at the Review Journal. And they're, listen, some of them I like very much. But thank you to everybody at the Review Journal for not having a huge ego. Because, having a huge ego in this business, you lose credibility. So I'd like to say guys like Ed Graney, Adam Hill, thank you so much for just, acting like normal people and not having a huge ego. Because certainly there's a very small percentage of people in the world that can write about sports. It's an unbelievable talent, and there's not many people that can actually watch a game, whether it be on TV or in person, and write an opinion about it. It's a very rare breed.
In a very secure field.
Yeah.
Newspapers are doing better than ever.
Yeah.
And I would also like to thank the campaign of Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey for, even though he has 1% in the polls here in Nevada and could use some media exposure, told me that within seconds told me, Cory cannot do your show. We'd be happy to have one of our staffers come on. And then I turn on the television and I see Cory Booker on the Wendy Williams show instead of on the ground here in Nevada talking to the people. I would also like to thank the people who work for Governor Steve Sisolak, who told me I could not have the governor on anytime in December or January. I asked any time in the next 2 months if we could have the governor come on, and they said he's too busy.
And the last thing I will say, and then I hope everybody has a great Christmas, I want to thank all of those listeners and all those that call up the show that call me idiots and swear at me on the radio. Thank you so much for listening. That's probably the only genuine thing I've said.
Thank you, Brady.
That's the only genuine thing I've said this entire segment. All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great holiday. That was a lot of fun.
You feel better?
I do. I feel a lot better now.
Holiday spirit?
Have a great Christmas, everybody. Sean Hannity coming up next.